Hey guys, thanks for showing up. My name is Corey Wold, and I've been in a couple local bands and have music videos out there on the YouTube channel. And I want to introduce you my co-host,
Austin.
See? And by the way, Austin has a wonderful gaming channel. I mean, you go out to his channel on YouTube and you can watch a lot of cool games. There's some episodes that I've been in, and every time we all play, it's a great time. It's just fun stuff. Really, really well put together stuff.
Yep.
So I like it. But I'm glad that he's wanting to reach out with me and kind of do something in the music realm. That is a fun thing.
Absolutely.
I like it. So let me explain it to you what we're doing. And, well, first off, let's introduce the title of the show. Ta-da! Ooh, ah. Yeah. And so we just really want to represent and promote the music videos from a lot of local artists, okay? A lot of these local artists, I've seen them live. I've met them, a lot of people in person, played shows with them, whatever. There's so much good talent, good music, good visuals, good videos, you know, that people can enjoy. But nobody gets to hear them easily. And what I mean by that is, like, you have to know the band, go search them out, look them up on YouTube or whatever, okay? And, let's try and grab them and put them all into one little thing. Granted, we're only going to do 6 videos tonight because this stuff takes a little while to do, right? But
it takes time.
We want to do this and really promote everything that they do from the artist realm of it. Mm-hmm. You know, because like you said, how many different platforms do you have to go down to find things? There's the Facebook, the Insta, the YouTube, the Snapchat, the TikTok, and the Discord and Twitter, and what's the other one that starts with the T that is
X, by the way, not Twitter.
Oh, sorry, that's right, X. My apologies, y'all. I'm not savvy on all that.
Should we also correct that it's Meta, not Facebook? And
Oh, is it all Meta now? Oh my god.
Anyway.
Now we got off on a different tangent. I like that. Okay. But no, we really wanted to promote bands and what the artists were really trying to portray, both in sound and in visuals. So it's kind of, yeah, go ahead. You wanted to say it.
Music.
Yeah, music. Gotta love the music. You know, oh my goodness, yes.
I was thinking like sound and music would be the same thing, and I'm like, oh wait, no, it's not.
Oh, but it can be. Well, that's a different topic for a different day.
Absolutely.
Maybe a different episode of this whole show here, because that could possibly happen. But I know I've seen stuff put on channels and or live streams, and unfortunately, with the compression that happens when things are done a certain way, the sound itself suffers, and so the music suffers. I mean, you could watch this great, amazing video. It's in high def, 1080 HQ, hey, 4K, 8000K, whatever that might be, right? Mm-hmm. So it's great, and then the sound is like, I had better things on cassette.
Or
you remember what cassette is, right?
I actually have one.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Remember 8-track? No, that was way before your time.
No.
Am I showing my age?
If anything, my grandma has one of those.
I'm saying I'm old enough to be... Okay, anyways. So what we really want to do, though, is really promote what these artists did and what they really wanted to portray from their raw file. So I was able to collaborate with 6 bands, and we'll be introducing them to you shortly. And they were able to give me the raw files. You know, I had to come close to signing a non-disclosure agreement that I would not use this for anything else but this. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that they trusted me in doing this, because that shows a lot of faith right there. But I'm really excited about getting into this and showing and showcasing these bands.
Mostly showcasing in a collage, yes. And one thing to note really quick before we continue showing our first band that we're going to show, this is a live premiere. So this is not a live stream.
Good call.
So, with the live premieres, there's some that do show it live, and then they would have like chat like right over here or right there somewhere. I don't know. Chat will show up somewhere. That is for all of us to communicate with in real time. But it's just this is a post-production kind of thing. It's kind of like it's kind of like if MTV did like a music collage thing on their television network.
Back when they did music videos?
Yes.
Okay. So I still don't know why they call it
Yes.
MTV anymore. It should be, I don't know what it should be. Something else TV. BTV?
We're losing the point.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, so even though this is a post-production process, we can still communicate to all of us, each other, with chat. So yes, this video will definitely still be available after this. So
Yes. And I guarantee you, in the chat session that's happening, either over here or over there, we don't know where yet. The bands are going to be involved. I'll be involved. I'll share every link that I could possibly think of to help promote these bands. Because I got to say, out of these 6 bands that have put in here, and they were the first 6 bands that responded to me when I originally had this idea, they've been great and giving me everything that I need to really promote what we're trying to promote, which is great music in the Pacific Northwest.
Exactly.
Tune in to the Northwest.
And the links to everything will be in the description below. But let's cut to the chase. Let's actually meet and introduce our first band.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Let start off introducing our first band. And so, I got to get into my notes because I can't remember everything that I should, right? It would be nice if I had the memory of an elephant. But so the first band that we've got coming up to you is a band called Nuda. And I really like this band. Industrial, but it's got a catch.
And what's the catch?
The catch is there's no vocals.
It's
all instrumental.
It's an instrumental band.
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually into this.
And I will say this though, is when I watched it for the first time, it was, to me as a musician, it was very inspiring. Because I started hearing things. It's like I could hear where vocals could be in that. Not really realizing that it's instrumental,
Right.
Oh, but it's got some heavy bass drops. It's got some good work in there. It flows so nicely. And it's like I started thinking of lyrics. I started thinking of what vocals and melodies and harmonies and all these different other pieces as a vocalist should be, And then I was like, okay, cool. Then I had to watch it again just to watch the video, just see the visuals of this.
Yeah.
Because it is stunning. It's telling a story. I'm still not quite sure the entire story, but I think I'm getting parts of it. And maybe that was the beauty of it, is leave it up to the viewer, the listener, to come up with their own story, come up with their own, since there is no lyrics, come up with their own dialogue, their narrative of what this video really is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I loved it. And I have seen in this last month or so that they are planning to do some live performances.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How that'll work, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be like a club kind of scenario. It's probably different for me being in a rock band. That's different, right?
Actually, I can kind of see it in a club-like scenario.
Yeah, I could actually see it also in a rock band lineup. I could see that type of thing being in there.
Or in a soundtrack for some movie or something.
Oh, so we did talk about that when we viewed these things. Yeah, and you're right, Austin. You made a very good point on that one. That this, especially this song, but I've heard some of the other songs by Nuda. Yeah, very soundtrack worthy. I could see it being in some movies and stuff like that.
In some form of productions, maybe even video games or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
You be the opinion on that one when we show the video.
Yep. So I want you to see Nuda. That's their insignia. I'm sure that there's going to be some comments down on the side or down below to give you links to go see whatever you need to. Go visit their page. Go like them. That's what I'm saying. This whole thing is about promoting these musicians. All right. So let's take a listen. This song is called All in Your Head by Nuda.
That was entirely in my head on that one.
Oh, yeah. Kind of henceforth the name.
I mean, yeah.
I was listening to the same thing. I'm like going, oh my gosh, yeah. That's what I was kind of saying before. How it just as a musician or as a creative person, I get ideas just listening to that. Ideas are bouncing around.
Yeah.
Like you just said though, all in your head. That is amazing. What a title.
Yeah. What a title indeed.
What a title. I visually, what I really liked about the video, the contacts, that just those eyes, that was cool. The violin was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Just the harp. I mean, all these different instruments that, it just made it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It reminds me of Resident Evil, by the way.
How so?
Oh, because the village was like that in 4 and 8.
Okay.
But more of 4 because 8 was in the snow.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
I mean, I don't know.
And then I gotta say that little laugh, not that little laugh, but the laugh at the end, that person's laugh. I mean, you don't hear it, but man, in my head, I heard it.
That's the title again.
What a great job. So if you guys like Nuda and All in Your Head, go listen to them, get their stuff. That was just awesome.
I loved them and followed them right now as of recording. So.
See, we can multitask. We know how to do that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. Now we get into our next video.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Well, what's the next video?
The next video, band called Regretsky. Or over there. We don't know yet. I don't know where I'm going to place that. I'll figure that out. But Regretsky. And the song is called Nail Gun. Ooh, I like that. Way to present.
All right. Anyway, Regretsky.
Yep.
I hope I said that right.
Yep. You absolutely did. I made sure that I got the pronunciations of all these bands.
Pronunciation. I'm joking. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's the song title?
The song title is called Nail Gun.
Okay.
One of the things that I noticed on this one, and I've seen this video a couple different times in just different ways. I don't think I've ever seen them live. Okay. But something tells me I've met one of them before.
Oh, really?
And when I say that, I said one of them because this is a duo.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. 2 people.
Yeah, and it was a guitarist and a drummer, right?
That's what I saw.
Okay.
Now there's so many sounds on this. I don't know if it's a bass and a guitar, in the vocals. I don't know if it's, they could be playing a ukulele for all I know.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that this thing sounds fuller than just a duo.
Then that must mean it's a good duo then.
Yes. And there's a lot. This is another thing about the Pacific Northwest. There's a lot of good duo bands out there.
Oh, yes.
And they do. They sound fuller than life. I've seen a single person play that sounds like an orchestra.
All right.
In the Pacific Northwest. Those that know this one, you know who I'm talking about. Great music.
All right.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions that I do come up with when it comes to the visuals of this.
Oh, yeah.
We could talk about that after we all see it. Because I think other people would have the same type of questions or ideas or thoughts.
And also probably in chat right now.
Oh, that's right. Because they could do that as the video's playing.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that.
Exactly.
I'm so used to doing it before and after. Anyway. All right. So without further ado, we are going to introduce to you Regretsky. All right. And the song is called Nail Gun. Pay attention. Listen. Great. Yeah, I think I would feel that way if somebody took my damn t-shirt.
I mean, I guess so as well.
Hey, I'm very particular about my t-shirts. I will say that.
I mean, imagine if that was a fan t-shirt.
No, okay, it's a fan t-shirt or a fan took my t-shirt. Because that's two different things.
Oh.
If a fan took it, it depends on how malicious they were. If they were like trying to sneak it off the stage, I might pull it a little bit and say, no, here you go. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
But, no, I'm particular about my t-shirts. That's just how I am. No, but that was a great song.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, sounds fuller than life.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. You know, I love, this is what I love about music, man. You hear so many different things, you know, as you listen to these things or these songs and these videos and everything. I've heard this one and watched this video, I don't know how many times now. Every time I listen to it, I think of something different. And it's kind of cool that way.
How so?
Well, it's like just the opening sequence. So, yes, we see these guys doing parkour.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Parkour.
Doing a whole bunch of parkour.
Parkour.
Now, I know this is not filmed in the US of A. This is filmed somewhere else.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
That has such a different vibe to it. Although I will say, there's pieces of that opening sequence where I thought for a second, what is that, at Alki Beach? Just the layout alone. You have your apartment sitting up on the side, the water on the other. Yeah. I just had that look, you know, so it's kind of cool that, you know, you get this association, right?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, overall, great video, great sound.
Absolutely.
I mean, high energy song.
Yeah. Now, keep in mind, though, too, is that they might actually let us know in chat as well. So, like, in chat, they probably could have told us where it was filmed or where it was.
Yeah, well, just keep on paying attention to the stuff in the chat because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of information that comes out down there because we don't know enough or haven't asked all these questions. We come up with questions as these things play. That's how this works. That's as human beings, right?
Not so live Q&A.
Not so live Q&A. I like that. Can we put that on the screen up here? Not so live Q&A. I like that idea. That's a great one.
Okay.
But yes, again, that was Regretsky, and the song is called Nail Gun. That was awesome.
That was a nail in the head on that one.
Yeah. Are we ready for our next one?
Absolutely.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, here comes our next one. All right, so this next video that we're going to show, this is from a band I really like. Comes from the eastern side of the mountains. And I played with them a couple different times. Mm-hmm. You know, always love their music. Always love their stage presence.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, you'll be able to see in this particular video just the creative mind that kind of took place in the video.
Okay.
And it's like you and I had talked about this a while ago, not on this recording, but how as a musician, we don't have much for dollars all the time, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we have to kind of find something that works.
Or at least close enough to where it could work.
Yeah. You use what you can.
Yeah.
What you have around.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like, I need to do this, and I don't have a screwdriver, so I'm going to grab a butter knife. You know, you just improvise. You just do.
Yeah. Yeah, you improvise. Yep.
You know, but I know that, especially this band, I mean, you want to talk about improvising?
Yeah.
The Sean, the main person of this band, okay? He's a constant in the band.
Okay.
Okay? He always has different musicians play around him. Whether it's a different drummer, different bassist, different guitarist. You see what I'm saying?
Alrighty.
But he holds it all together, and they play the same songs all the time, just with different members.
Okay.
And they always sound good.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. You know, I've had some of the funnest shows, live shows, you know, is going and watching these guys.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And plus the very creative video that he put out on this one.
All right, now I'm really wanting to see this video.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because I watched this video a couple different times. About 4, 5, 10, 12, 30, maybe 50.
How many times did you watch this?
I've watched this one a lot.
Okay. Noted.
Because it fit. It was like grabbing... this is what a creative mind does. Grab something out of thin air that they can use and fit this song. Unless Sean actually did this cartoon.
Good Lord.
Right. No, it just fit. It's like Pink Floyd and Wizard of Oz. They just... somehow that happened.
Okay.
But yes, you guys got to pay attention to this one. This one's one of my favorites. Actually, all these are my favorites. But Lust for Glory, all right? And their song called Liquid Dancer. Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Oh my. You know, I all of a sudden childhood pops up. I miss my Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh man. I miss those days too.
I want my big old bowl of cereal, not in the little bowls that mom had. No, this is where I went and grabbed the old Tupperware, the huge ones, filled it with the Captain Crunch, nom, 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 and just kept on watching cartoons.
Well, be careful. You don't want to ruin the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, good point. Good point. No,
I mean, am I the only one that remembers the old bowls that I used to have when I was a kid where there was like a straw thing that you...
where you were able to suck the milk out?
Yeah, I miss those.
Okay, now we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, I know.
We got sidetracked.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, that was good on Lust for Glory, though. Grabbing an old style cartoon, having it match the music and the lyrics. I mean, this thing was almost like it was designed for it.
Yeah, yes, actually. It's like it matched.
Oh, yes. Very much so. But I really enjoyed watching it. And like I said, previous to it, I've always liked watching Lust for Glory play.
Although this is the interesting thing, though, is that with the music video itself, the music video and a little bit of the music reminded me of something that Primus does, which is interesting to me.
Okay.
Although the singer to me sounds like REM, which is very interesting to me. It's like somehow it mixed the two together.
That is an interesting way of putting it, and I might not see it that way, but it reminds me of a game.
Okay.
Something I like to play games. I always love playing games, but it's called What Does This Remind You Of? And I usually play it when it comes to music, especially new music, of bands that you've never heard of before. What does this remind you of?
Okay.
You know, and being a musician, I mean, I've had many people ask me before they've heard the stuff that we play, well, what do you sound like? And that's a tough question for a musician to answer.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you don't want to compare yourself to any known band.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, guess what people do?
People compare.
People compare.
That's just human nature.
I've started to realize, some of those things are compliments. Oh my gosh, you sound like this, or you sound like this, and very famous bands, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I don't think that's the direction we were trying, but if that's what you heard, that's what you associate it with, great.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
And I've started to learn how to take those types of things as compliments,
Yeah.
Which brought forth the game, Who Does This Remind You Of?
Yeah, exactly. That's the other thing to keep in mind, though, too, is that when usually people like myself that is mostly familiar with big names, don't take the comparisons like that as like heart. Everyone's
take it to heart.
Yeah, everyone's unique in their own way, which
Absolutely.
is also like what you said a few seconds prior.
Yep. Yeah, you get the comparison, and either it's a great way to look at it. But
absolutely,
regardless of great video, a great song.
Music.
Oh, I loved it. We ready to go on to our next?
Yes,
I think we are.
Let's do it.
Next one.
Okay.
I like this one.
Okay.
And it is RC Cars on Mars. And the reason I like this is, as my current band, we got to play with them.
Alrighty.
Okay. I've heard of them, I guess, in just whims and stuff on the social media. I've never heard their music.
On a whim. Alrighty.
Yeah. All of a sudden, the stage goes dark. This intense music starts to go, and you're just like, this is going to be fun. You just got that excitement. You just kind of knew.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew it was going to be a journey.
Oh, really?
And then as their set kept on going, it became an absolute journey.
Oh, yeah.
So RC Cars on Mars. This song is called Ecosystem.
Oh, yeah.
You're just going to like it. And it's going to be it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, can you already hear the crowd?
I can hear it.
I can hear the crowd going. I mean, it's getting started. You feel the build-up.
I can feel our couch moving.
a little bit, like it's surfing over everything. I like that. You're right. Yeah, it gets that feeling.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it.
The vibrations, the vibe, everything about this is amazing.
I'm almost losing my pants.
No, let's not do that. Let's not lose our pants.
Yeah, not in the public space.
Ecosystem. Look down here. This is who they are.
Wow. Just wow. That was an experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never felt my couch move like that.
Me neither.
No, but in all seriousness, it's that, and that's the exact thing that I felt when I first saw them play live, and it was amazing.
You even felt it within the video itself. It's insane.
Yeah, and I got to give credit. I don't know who they had filmed that for them. Whoever filmed that for them, both audio and visually, did an amazing job.
Shout out to you. Or if you're in chat right now, shout yourself out in chat
somebody
right
get
now.
the credit over there. Somebody needs the credit on that. That was awesome.
Shout them out, please.
But man, yeah, that's RC Karts on Mars, ecosystem, amazing.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
Say, okay, go back to the comparisons.
Okay.
I heard a lot in there. I mean, I heard some Tool, Evanescence. I heard some Nine Inch Nails. So there's some industrial, there's stuff like that, but there's so much more in that. I mean, I heard a little bit of Queensryche voice, that operatic sound in a vocal that I really like. I mean, what did you hear? If you were to do comparisons.
Mostly, I think I would say Evanescence, just because the fact that I don't really get a Tool kind of vibe. Which is weird for me to say, just because, I'll be honest, I only listened to one Tool album, I'll be honest.
No, that's fair. No, I think for me, it's the timing of music in vocal crescendos in the music. So
okay.
And that could have been Tool's producer for all I know. You know what I mean? So this is why it's awesome to listen to music like this and just keep an open mind and think about where it all comes from. What's their drives? What's this? What's that? And as you enjoy it, think about what brings you joy.
Yeah, exactly.
Just some good stuff.
Absolutely.
Now I'm ready to introduce the next one.
Oh, yeah.
You want to know about this one? Okay, I need to get my... Hold on. I know how to do this. We got to get the old... I'm going to be the only guy. Hey! Get off my lawn! Those damn kids! Yeah, that's right. This next band is called Those Damn Kids. They're over from Eastern Washington. Great music. It's fun. It's that angst that you like. You know what I mean? So not like punk, but kinda not rock, but kinda not metal, but kinda.
So teenage angst. Not
kind of.
Not yangst.
Kind of. Yeah. No, it just has this, I don't know, it just has this vibe to it that, is just this rebelliousness, I guess, is the best way to put it.
So what you're saying is it brings out your rebellious nature.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and the video itself, very uniquely done.
Exploration,
I guess that's one way of putting it. Final Frontier, another way of putting it.
I mean, sure.
You can.
Whatever you want, really.
Live long and prosper? Nah. Yeah. See, his face says it all.
I'm just smiling. My face says nothing. My face says nothing.
I will. Okay, so here we go. We got Internal Suffering by
those damn kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know why that's funny to me.
Just saying it in that order. Internal Suffering by those damn kids. No, wait. Here we go. Got to do this again. Internal Suffering by those damn kids. Watch the video. Enjoy. Get off my lawn.
We have one collective home, the earth. And yet, uncounted people remain homeless. And in a calamity abounds. Sufferers hurl themselves into the arms of war. People kill and get killed in the name of someone else's concept of God.
Right now, I would sound almost exactly like that.
Yeah, and I think it would actually be visual like that too.
Okay, I don't know
Black
about that,
holes coming to each other, blowing up. I mean, come on. Starting of supernovas.
Careful with that. Don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want that. I mean, we'd all be evaporated, but you know, as much as I joked earlier about those damn kids, that was good.
Yeah.
I really like that. And like I said, it does. It has this vibe of rebellion, but yet it's got all these mixtures to it, man. That was just good.
Yeah, definitely.
Just very good. You know, and I love our music scene out here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so many good bands. I mean, like I said, go check over the chat. Somebody's typing something that is going to give you an avenue to go find something new.
Either that or they're just talking about the cringiness of us making fun of those damn kids or something.
Yeah, well, we are kind of cringy people, but what do you do? What do you do?
What I think we should do.
And what's that?
I think we should introduce our last band of the night.
Ooh, the last band of the night. The last video! That is awesome. And who is that?
Jacob Van No Music.
Jacob Van No Music. Yes.
I really hope I said it right.
You did say it right. Yeah, I specifically asked for that, just so I knew how to say it. This next song is called Judgment Day. I like this one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to end it off with what?
Yeah, hit it off the ballpark. This is a heavy hitter. I will say that.
Yeah.
This is a heavy hitter.
I would agree with you on that one. It's such a good song. I like it.
Yeah.
I remember watching the video for the first time, and it reminded me of a music venue in Everett.
That which is?
I can't say, but there's a music venue in Everett. It's the windows in the background of this video that just reminded me of that stage.
Oh, okay.
And so for those of you who have ever played there, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I like kind of doing things with you, little innuendos without saying it. Get people thinking, talking about it. I don't know. Maybe it happens over here in the chat. I don't know.
Fair enough.
No.
I always like how I pointed out chat, and I tend to forget that it's there.
Is it over there?
No.
It's over here.
No, it's over there.
Over there. Okay, gotcha.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
Oh, no. Are you guys... You're probably tired of listening to us talk a lot. And, gosh, we do that a lot. Jacob Van No Music. The song is called Judgment Day.
As thousands die in fear, the end of time draws near.
That was good. That's on fire right there. That's some good stuff. You know, oh, ding! Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Does that mean we're done?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, we got through all 6 videos.
We got through them all.
Wow, that's some great music, though.
Absolutely.
Now pay attention, because we've got these Jacob Van O music. He's giving credit out to the people that made this video for them, and that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like it when they do that. I mean, that's good.
I personally agree.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. I mean, okay, overall, Austin, what did you think about tonight?
I personally think that we got some great local musicians out there putting stuff out, and
all of them were different. I mean, seriously, if you think about it and you go back and listen to everything, every band was unique.
Every single every single band was unique, even though, yes, we did make some comparisons here and there.
Of course.
But I will definitely say that every band that we have shown tonight is very, very, very unique.
I'll agree
unique,
with you.
in fact, never mind. I thought of something and I lost it.
That happens.
Yep.
It happens to the best of us.
It just came all the way through out the other.
Yeah, one ear and out the other?
Yeah.
I get
It's
ya.
a long night, everybody.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I mean,
Good night, everybody.
you made it so simple. No, I will say, though, that 9 out of 10 dentists agree they don't know who the 10th dentist is.
He's probably asleep.
Yeah, anyway, or Novocaine, something like that. Anyways, we want to give a big shout out to Nuda. Thank you so much for what you did. Regretsky, Lust for Glory,
RC Cars on Mars.
There you go. We also have
Those damn kids.
Those Damn Kids. And lastly, but surely not last, is
Jacob Van No Music.
absolutely. We want to thank you all. Thank you all for joining us. Our list is coming up on the end of credits, you know, to kind of show how this whole video came together. Just keep on chatting over here. We'll be on for a while. Let's do that. I like that idea.
And one last thing really quick before we do sign off. All of the links of everything that they do and all the work that they do, all of that will also be in the description below. So go ahead and check them out on your spare time if you have enough spare time for the rest of your night. And you got anything more you want to say?
No, I really don't. Music is my life, guys. And this is what I enjoy doing. Playing it, showing it, doing it, whatever. I just love it.
Tuning into the Northwest.
Tuning into the Northwest.
All right, that's our show.
Ta-da!
All right. Cut.
You know this is going in the credits, right?